Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming my first YouTube video ever. It's going to be a drugstore makeup routine. I'm going to start off with the NYX Angel Veil primer and just apply that all over my face. Then I'm going to be using the Maybelline Babyskin Instant Pore Eraser, just concentrating it like where I get pores. Then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Proglow Foundation in 201 Classic Ivory. I'm going to be applying that with my Real Technique sponge. It's just dampened. Just apply that to my entire face. Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. I go to a small school. I hate reading. I'm in 8th grade. I play 4 sports. I play travel softball, track, basketball, and I play volleyball as well. I'm 14. Okay, so once you have that blended out, make sure you get it down your neck so you don't have like uneven neck and face. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer to lighten up those areas and kind of conceal my dark circles. But I also am using it on my eyelids as like a primer. Putting a little bit on my nose. And I'm just going to blend that out again. Make alien faces so there's no creases. Okay, so to set my face, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Buff Beige, but it kind of shattered, so I just use it as loose powder. So I'm just going to be applying it with the Real Techniques Multitask Cheek Brush. And I'm gonna really focus it underneath my eyes so they don't crease. And right before you apply it, make sure you get all the creases out from underneath your eyes, because if you set that, then there'll be creases there all day. Then I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush, I don't know what it's called, just apply the powder to the rest of my face. Okay, so next I'm going to take some, this is like my new favorite, it's a Wet n Wild Contouring Palette Contour in Dulce de Leche, and I love it. I like to use like the darker tone shade, and I use that as my bronzer. Just go around the perimeter of my face. But if you apply this too much, it will look like red on your face if you have like a light skin tone like me. So I'm just like lightly applying that where the sun naturally hits your face. Then I'm going to blend that out more with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Just kind of blend that out a little more. Down my neck. And if you want a little bit of contour, I like kind of a bronzier contour, so I like to use a Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, contour in Caramel Toffee. I just like to concentrate that on my cheeks, then blend up. You don't want to blend down because that's where you want it to be lighter. Now I'm just going to contour my nose using this e.l.f. brush. It's the crease brush, but I like using it just to lightly contour my nose. I'll lightly tap off the excess and just contour my nose the way I want it to look. And then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Coloricon blush in Pearlescent Pink. I'm going to just lightly apply that on my cheeks with a Luxie tapered highlighter brush in Luxie 522. Make sure and tap off the excess with these because they're really pigmented. So you just lightly apply that to your cheeks. Okay. So now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to be taking this bronzer. Actually, it's a Coloricon from Wet n Wild. It has an SPF of 15 bronzer and it's in Reserve Your Cabana. I'm just going to take that on the high points of my cheeks. It's just a lighter highlighter for those days that you don't really want to blind. High points of the cheeks, and then I like to take it just on my finger to get my nose. And it's time for my brows. Well, it's $2 and it's from e.l.f. I don't know what shade I have. Brows are the toughest part for me. I don't know why. I just can never get them right. I just like to make the line underneath my brows, then comb them down, and then go on top where I want my brow to end, so then I can have it precise end of my brow. Just kind of fill it in. Then you want to spoolie it back and just kind of fill it in there. The other side, just fill it in, and that way you have a sharp tail. This eyebrow is my bad eyebrow. Never wants to work with me. Then I'm going to just fill in the rest of my eyebrow. If you get color too harsh, you can just brush through your brows real fast. And that'll disperse the color and kind of blend it out a little. Now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. It looks like this. The colors are all matte. And I'm going to be taking the lightest shade right here just to make sure that my eyes are all set, so it's easier to blend afterwards. Then I'm going to take this shade and I'm just going to focus that in my crease. Oh, and I'm also using this multitask eye brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to go in with a little bit of darker shades, and those will go in the outer V. So this is just going everywhere in your crease. And then I'm going to take this kind of reddish shade and focus that more in the outer V. I'm going pretty basic here because I'm going to use a bright blue shade on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to be using this darker shade right here next to that one and just lightly use that. And then I'm just going to take and I'm going to do winged liner. Never really been good at winged liner, but you know, practice makes perfect. So I'm just going to be using this Makeup Geek one in Mobster gel eyeliner with this Makeup Geek bent liner brush. Just looks like that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna set that liner because I don't want it moving anywhere. I'm going to set it with, what shade? Just this dark shade that I used on my very outer V of my eye. Just lightly set that so it doesn't move anywhere throughout the day. I'm going to be doing a blue shade from Makeup Geek in Rave on my lower lash line. It's like a shimmery blue shade. Applying it tight line, sort of, just right on my lower lash line. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend that out. It looks a little crazy right now, but I promise it'll look okay. So it looks pretty cool, but I'm going to use the second lightest brown shade that I used on my eyes, some more red shade. Just going to kind of blend that out more. I already curled my lashes, so I'm just going to be using this mascara. It's actually my first time using this too. It's a Lash Blast Volume Mascara by Covergirl. This is like a product testing video too. I've never done blue on my lower lash line, so it was a little bit different for me. Try not to poke yourself in the eye when you're applying the mascara. This is scary on my lower lash line. I feel like I'm gonna poke my eyeball out. Oh, such a flop. Okay. You can kind of use your beauty blender or Real Technique sponge or whatever as like an eraser. So if you mess up like me, it's not the end of the world. I'm actually going to take some more of that blue under my eyes just to intensify it a little. Then I'm just going to take this NYX Buttered Gloss in Creme Brulee. Looks like this. It's really pretty. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to apply some Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray to my face. And that's the finished makeup look. Kind of natural everywhere. And then pop a color on my little lash line. So I hope you guys all liked my video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.